What is up, guys? Thanks for coming back to the shop again. In this episode, we drop the Coyote in a couple more times to check the fits. We hack apart the floor and build new tunnel and floor pans and clean up all the rust and give a nice paint job on her. And we get a chance to play with Big Black, the new 67 Vert that just arrived in the shop recently. Alright, so here's the issue we're facing right now with this drive shaft is I have this piece of wire kind of strung along there, and that's basically how high I believe this tunnel is going to need to go. Kind of tapers toward the back there. So all of this tunnel has to get cut out. There is a reinforcement piece through here I'll have to rebuild, and we're going to keep that one in right there as much as we can. But we got to make room for this drive shaft, and you can see how high the output is. We can't go lower with that because it'll put the oil pan hanging down really low, and it'll also make the motor kick back at a funky angle. So you can see it's all bolted in on the new cross members. So and I want to give myself, let's say the tunnel ends up, a half inch or 3/4 of an inch off of this output. I want to give myself a little bit of clearance. So, ow, just cut my finger. This is going to present a problem here on the hump with the seat, and it's going to present, I think, a little problem in the back with the back seat. You may want to even consider bucket seats, but we'll have to cross that bridge when we get there, I guess. Alright, we got the floor pans all done. This was a big replacement patch here. We matched the ribs pretty good. The seat mount here was totally rusted out. And then new floor pans on driver's side and passenger side with the rib bead rolled in. We still got to make the tunnel, but we're waiting on the drive shaft.
Digging out there, Eric. Go ahead and dig that shit out of there. We're trying, Dion, man. This car's got some serious rust, bro. I just added this piece of angle here to try to reinforce this area. Got that all in. And for me hammering and stuff, look at all this rust on the ground. So I'm afraid when we get it on the lift, there's gonna be a lot more work to get up here, get this stuff up here done. It's bad.
All right, so we threw the front seat back in to before we finished up this tunnel to see if we needed to make any more changes. But it looks like this tunnel's gonna clear, so at least in the front part. It's definitely not clearing in the back, but it's in the all the way up position right now. What are you doing, Eric?
Oh, shit. Let's get the crap out of it.
Eric is working on the frame patch here for the header clearance. This patch comes with the little shop headers, the Coyote swap. There's just not a lot of room down in there with that big wide Coyote motor. Alright, so there is our issue we are dealing with right now, is that's the factory part of the frame, and these new headers are still hitting the frame on this side. And I come over to this side, and I'm sorry, and we're hitting the frame right there, which is already where we notched it, which I just have tacked in there, and it's also hitting the frame back there. The V-band, and we have there's the motor mount, so we got another inch to go down. Can't go down because the exhaust is hit. Let's see this one. This one's got about an inch to go too, maybe a little farther. Joyce! I was putting a motor that didn't belong in something. Alright, so what is this, the third time in, Dave? I can't remember either. But first, huh?
What's that?
Is this the second or third time in?
Second.
That's it?
No. Third. Is it third?
Maybe not.
No, second.
Yeah, because we just had it in, did the mounts. This is the first time back with the mounts. All right, so second time in the car, and didn't go so well with the new headers. They're hitting on both sides of the frame, even with the clearance side that we already clearanced out per the instructions. So we're gonna pull it out again and clearance it some more. Alright, so we're going to take another notch out of this frame. This header stuff here is just a little wider than we expected. Alright, here goes motor in number, this is number 3, I guess. We're trying a little different technique this time. Headers in the car on one side.
Alright, so here's what we're dealing with now. We got header hitting the starter, or the steering box there. And if I look over here, it's completely touching the frame and sitting on the idler arm.
Alright, we just realized that Big Black has this super awesome special crazy bucket seat extra part here that raises up and down. Let's see if it'll go down. Oh yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, the cable looks a little loose.
Yeah.
That's you get it moving.
That's hilarious. So apparently you're supposed to be able to lay that seat down and that thing fills in the gap between the back seat and the front seat. You can lay the seat like totally flat. Sweet. This car's crazy. Alright, you're gonna get a glimpse of Big Black here. Big Blue just got the Coyote motor back in.
What? I have to kick my feet. I'm driving the.
I'm gonna weld it. It's like going upside down.
Yeah. Can you see it though?
Yeah.